So coming back to the analogy of, if you have 100 hours, right, 100 hours to spend, how do you invest those hours wisely? Every week you have 100 hours. In your month you have 400 hours. If we're taking out the whole sleep thing and we're saying we're actually getting good sleep, what are we doing with those hundo? And that is what today, when I'm looking to just really dial in and solve. We already know that we're working, at least we're working 40 hours at our day job, right? We know we're at least working probably 10 hours, 20 hours. I don't know how many hours you're working on the business, but you're probably working a good bit. So, like, at this point, you got to be very, very strategic with those hours, because it's like there's not that many. There really isn't that many. It's kind of like, do I want to invest 10% over here, 20% over here, 30% over here? That's really what's happening, right? So with your day job, really you're investing 40% into your security. That's about the thing, because you got 40 hours. Of course you could be working more, all that stuff, but like that would be the idea. So what percentage do I want to invest into each parts of my life to make sure they're good and they're vibe and they're doing their thing? And also, am I overly investing into, let's call it, the business, right? So for instance, if I'm spending 10 hours out of my 100 on the business, that's a 10% investment, okay? It's not too crazy. But if we start getting into the 20, the 30, the 40%, like, what else, what am I not investing in if I'm spending my that percentage on the business? That's the real question, right? What percentage do I invest into the family? What percentage do I invest into my relationship with my wife? Like, what percentage do I invest into myself?